Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Pilot 3D Modeler. In this video, we will make a new design bike, and this is the one where we will make. And first of all, and without wasting our time, first of all, we will start with a reference image. Add a reference image. I added a reference image roughly of a random bike, and then I place the vertices according to its shape, first from the side, and then I extrude the vertices out and then fill them in the last. Okay, now these are the last. This is the main shape of our bike, and then move some vertices, tweak them around like this, and then set the shape according to where it looks good, and then make a rough shape from it. Okay, nice. We have to add mirror modifier to it. So we have to select everything and then mirror it to the x-axis and then extrude it inward like this. And now select the rest of them and then move it a little outward. Now delete the middle ones and move them a little outside to the side on the x-axis. Now move the vertices around, like fill them like this, and then subdivide them and add loop cuts to them, fill them one by one. After filling the vertices from here and there and completing the whole body, then we can scale x then 0, and then we can move some vertices around and move to the side like this, and then this is the thing we will make. And then this is the main shape. Now turn off the cavity, and then from the back view move this vertex, move this like this too, and then move the middle vertex inwards from the back. We can make the windows by inserting some faces and then deleting them or give them solidify, but it's not a good way. So we'll do it for now and see if it looks good. Then we will keep it. Otherwise, we will not. Okay. First step is everything lines up correctly and looks good. This is not working for me, so add solidify modifier to see if solidness works. Okay, now we have to make the tire, then we will maintain the shape after we're done modeling everything. Okay, now add the circle with only 12 segments, then add a mirror modifier to it, fill them and bevel from the side like this. Add one segment, only one segment, and then insert this part, insert it inward, and then insert again, extrude it like this. And then we will make the tire a little new design. So this separate effect with two selected and one deselected like this, and then extrude them individually like that. And now everything is looking good. Now deselect the back vertices and then move the outer ones a little out, and then insert and extrude it inwards. Now make the tire correctly and then mirror it again by duplicating the mirror modifier and target object the bike body. Now duplicate the faces and solidify the threads and then set the mesh according to your liking, and then solidify it as you see the main mesh of our tire threads. Move the threads inward so it will make a nice looking shape. Okay. And rotate them just a little bit on the X like this, and then this looks good. We can make the tire a single object after we're done modeling. Now the main work starts. Duplicate the face and be the bottom mirror, and then we can extrude it and make something like that. Okay. Or we can do one more thing, extrude this and then set the cursor to this face and then add a plane and move it a little to the side, rotate it and then scale it a little more, rotate it like this and then add loop cuts right here and give it some thickness by extruding it out. Then we can move them around and make the main legs for our bike body. Now duplicate the face again and scale it and extrude it inward like this. Add two loopers like this, extrude it like this and scale them on the y-axis like that. We can add details to it by extruding and inserting some areas and then extrude this and move it a little inward and then add loop cuts and to make it more detailed like that. Now we get something really nice and a lot detailed mechanical shape. We can add slide some vertices to make it a little more interesting and then insert it, extrude it some inwards and some outwards. Now this makes a nice looking shape. Now give the mirror to the y-axis as well. And now duplicate the tire and the thread. We can scale them from the back and scale just a little if you need. And now our main modeling work is almost complete. You can give solidify to the main bike body and fill this, but it doesn't work correctly. Okay, now fill the vertices and faces. You don't want the window from where you want. Okay. And then slide the vertices and merge them accordingly like this and merge them from the top and the side as well. I deleted the vertices from the top and now it's shaped like a bike. First it wasn't. And now fill the vertices by extruding it inwards and then add loop cuts in the middle like one here and then move it down like that. We can fill them accordingly. The next front and back faces, the open faces and then extrude it like this and fill them with this like that. Now select them and join the vertices for correct topology. And now do the same thing to the back side as well. Add loop cut here and move it back, join the vertices right there. This gives a nice bike looking shape and then we can move the vertices around anywhere we want, but move from the bottom a little inward so we get a round shape from the bottom side like this and move them a little inwards too. And now duplicate the face or the edge and then extrude it outward and make the exhaust or the silencer for it. Dissolve the vertices and then move them a little back like this. Rotate it just a little and then extrude it, scale it and then move it inward into the bike body like that. Okay, now move the vertex loop and then move them a little like that. Now we have nice looking silencer for our bike. And now make it a single object as the body. Okay, the only thing we need is to make the handle steering wheel, we can say that. And now scale the vertices and bevel some and delete some vertices, scale them first and leave the edges right here, and add a mirror and a skin modifier for this mesh loop. Scale them like this and then add subdivision and add a mirror with clipping on and make a steering wheel correctly like this. Scale them as you like and then see if it looks good. Then you can keep the subdivision. Otherwise I will not. Now make it correctly from all sides and then scale it just like this and make it bigger as it looks good. Then place it correctly on the bike, then extrude it inward in this way and then make it like this. This is where our driver will fit. Now our bike is looking almost straight. And then extrude some faces for heat highlight. Okay, now everything is done. We have only thing. Now it's time to texture it. But first, fill some vertices right here, like that. Insert it and then extrude it inward, like that. Select some vertices and merge them, like this. Okay, now everything is done. Move it a little back. Only thing it is left that to texture it. Now delete the back tiles and then only texture the first one, the front one. After applying the texture to it, we can apply the modifiers and keep the similar objects only a one piece. And anyway, texture the same color palette and like this, and add the color palette and make it UV, place it correctly and make it metallic. We can use the color lamp for color adjustment, but do that if necessary. After texturing everything correctly, now we can apply all the separate object modifiers and then make it a single object like this. Then texture it correctly. If you see any problem coming, okay. Now texture everything correctly and save your work. Now keep everything as separate object and then make a single object the thing that is similar, and then in the last we get this nice looking bike. This is the final result and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you.